Friends, in this video I'll be creating an app involving database. So click on start a new Android Studio project. So give the name as EX5, then click on next. So let it be API 16. Click on next, blank activity, next, then click on finish. So first we'll create a helper class. So we'll expand the Java folder. So go to the first folder, right click, go to new Java class. Give the class name as DB helper. Click on OK. This class will now extend SQLite open helper. So give SQLite, extends SQLite open helper. So a red mark will come. So go to the bubble symbol here and click implement methods. So let both be selected and click on OK. Next you have to create a constructor. So type down public DB helper of context super of context comma database name comma null comma 1. So click on context and alt enter and it will insert the classes. So database name appears as red. So come here and declare the database. Public static final string database name equal to student.db. So we'll create a small database to insert the student details like name and roll number. Okay. Now come to the onCreate function. So onCreate function is executed. Then we will create a table here. So we'll do db dot execute SQL of. So here we will write the create statement. So create table student of yes name, type is text, and roll number, again the type is text. So once finished, close it. So this will be a create statement. This is normal SQL statement for creating a table. Name of the table is students and we have two fields, yes name and roll number. Okay. So now next come to the on upgrade function. Whenever we upgrade, we have to drop the table and once again run this function. So what we'll do is here is db dot execute SQL of drop table if exists student. So drop if this table exists, then we will call the on create function, db as the argument. Okay. Next we will write functions to insert the data and to get all the data. So public void insert data of, so we'll get two arguments, string stud name comma string stud role. Then SQLite database db equal to this dot get writable database of. So this will get the link of the database. Then content values cv equal to new content values of. So this class is used to store our values, and then we will pass this object for insertion. So cv dot put name value pair. So name, the field name is yes name, and the value we are going to pass for this is stud name. Then cv dot put of the field name is roll number, and the value for this is stud roll. Then db dot insert of the table name. So table name is student, comma null, comma the values, that is cv. Okay. So this function is used for inserting the data into the database. Similarly, we'll write another function for getting the data from the database. Public cursor get all data of. Again, the first line SQLite, you can copy this from here and paste it here. So this will get the database. Cursor res object name equal to db dot raw query of. So here we have to write the query, select star from student, put a comma null. So that's the data. Then we will return the data. So return rs. So this is our helper class. So we have created the database in onCreate function. Then we have created two functions, one to insert the data, another to get all the data. Now we'll come to the main file. Yes. So open main activity, go to the content main.xml, delete the default hello world. Okay. Now insert a linear layout vertical. Okay. So first insert a large text, double click, change the name to student name. Then insert a plain text, change the ID to stud name. Then insert a large text, double click, change the name to student roll number, and again insert a plain text, change the ID to stud roll number. So now we have the fields for getting the value of student name and student roll number. Now insert buttons. So now we need some 3 buttons. So now insert a linear layout horizontal to the screen. Make the size, once you bring it here, so you can change the size of this control. Okay. Now you have to insert 3 buttons. First one, double click, change the text to save. Next button, double click, change the button text to clear, and one more button to view the data. So double click, change the text to view. Okay. Now we have to write the functions for these. So go to text view. Okay. So the first button, the which is name is save. Click here and type Android on click. So we can give the name of the function as insert. So go to the bulb symbol, click here and click on create. Sorry, you have to click inside somewhere here, then click the bulb symbol. It will now it displays at insert of view. Now click on this, so you will get the function. So in this function we will be writing the code to insert the data. So before that we will create the other two buttons functions also. So go to content main.xml. Second button is clear. So come here, write Android on click. So we can give the function name as clear. So again, click somewhere here, go to the bulb symbol, click on create of view. So you will get a clear of view. So again go to content main. Third button is view. So click somewhere here, insert Android on click. So now you can give the name as view data. Okay, click here inside, go to the bulb symbol, click on create view data view. So now all the three functions has been created. So we'll start the actual coding now. So come to this part. So first we have to create the variables which are needed. So first one, edit text. So as we have two edit text, we will have two variables e1 and e2. Then for the helper class db helper, we will create a variable mydb. So now come inside the function on create. First we will create the object for the my helper class. So mydb equal to new db helper of this. Then we will create the reference for the both the edit text. So e1 edit text of find view by id r.id. Stud name. e2 equal to edit text of find view by id of r.id. Stud roll number. So this makes us easy for getting the values. So now come to the insert function. For inserting, so we have to write just one function, mydb, the object name of the helper class, dot insert data of, here we have to pass the values. So e1 dot get text of dot toString of. So this is the first value. Second value is e2 dot get text of dot toString of. So both the values we have passed. Next we will display a message using toast. So type toast text. It's already it's inserted. So make text of. So next this comma here. What is the message you want to give? So the message we want to give is data inserted. Then toast.len dot show off. Okay. So next we will go to the clear function. So clear function, we have to just remove the data. So e1 dot set text of the double quotes. So e2 dot set text of again a double quotes. So this will clear the data whenever you click this button. So next function is to view the data. So now this view you can do in different ways. Like you can have a list view and display in the list view. So what we are going to do is we are going to just create a string buffer object and we will display as a small alert dialog. Okay. So what we will do first is we will create a function which will be showing the dialog. So come here, write a function called public void show dialog of string title comma string the message. Okay, so then create a alert dialog object, alert dialog dot builder, some bu equal to new alert dialog dot builder of this. So you can delete this one, dot builder of this. Okay, then view dot set cancelable to true. So this will allow to cancel the dialog box. View dot set title of the title. Bu dot set message of MSG. Then finally bu dot, we have to show the dialog, so dot show off. So we'll call this function here. So it will make us easy. Otherwise we have to write this set of code again and again. Okay. Now we will start the view function. So in the view function, first we will create a cursor object. Cursor c is equal to, we'll get the data. So mydb dot get all data off. So this will call the get all data function, and the result set will be stored in the cursor c. So then we will check the cursor count. C dot get count of is double equal to 0. So if the count is 0, that is if there is no data, we will display a message called show dialog of alert comma. So the alert will be the title, message no data found. Okay, now we'll come to the else part. So suppose data is present, then we have to get the data and show the dialog with the data. So we'll first create a string buffer object, string buffer some bf equal to new string buffer of. Fine. Okay, then while c dot move to next of. So this will move through all the records. bf dot append. So we are going to append first the name. Name will be the title plus name's value. So c dot get string of 0. So as name's location will be 0th column. So 0 is the column index, plus we'll put a slash n so that the data goes to the next line. Okay, so then again bf dot append of, next we have to append the roll number. So roll number colon plus c dot get string of the first column plus slash n. So this will see that the next data will be displayed on the next line. So then finally we have to display the message. Show dialog of title we give as data and value will be bf dot toString of. So since the bf variable holds all the data, so bf dot toString of. So this finishes our database code. So now you can run your application, see that your emulator is running, or you have to select the emulator. So it's taking some time. Okay, so I have the Genymotion and emulator running. So I'll select this device and click on OK. So I'll open the emulator. You can see both the options, student name and roll number. So I will give the student name and roll number, save. So you got the message here, data has been inserted. To clear, you can click on clear. I will insert another one, student name with one more roll number, save. So again data is inserted. So to view this, click on view button. You can see both the name and roll number being displayed. So this is one way of displaying. Similarly, you can insert another one, list view, and you can put the list view here and display the data in list view also. Okay, thank you for watching.